Ryan Garcia's been taking things easy since his loss against Gervonta Davis, but now Teofimo Lopez wants a piece of him and called him out. Robert Garcia thinks that Teofimo needs a new coach to help him get bigger fights, and he stated, "There are huge fights. It sucks that Reggie's in the wrong place, but he's great. He's strong, he's solid, he's great for boxing and great for the division. That's the only problem. I think him and Teofimo, especially after his performance against Sandor Martin, I think the odds would be way off in favor of Reggie. Teofimo is young and needs to make a few changes. There are fighters that are able to do it, but there are some that just won't. I don't know how Teofimo is, but there are some that are able to change." Teofimo Lopez Sr. sees 3 potential fights, and he admits that Ryan Garcia is a big money fight for them. Lopez Sr. stated, "A big money fight would be Ryan Garcia, so we're trying to get that fight with Oscar de la Hoya Golden Boy Promotions. We've been in talks with them. Like my son said, I'll fight anybody, it doesn't matter. We just finished beating the top dog at 140, and my son has proved to the whole world he'll fight the top guys. He's looking for the top dudes. I wish everybody was the same, but they're not." Teofimo Lopez also commented on how badly Ryan fought in his fight against Gervonta Davis, and he blamed his coach for some of it. Lopez Sr. stated, "I never said Ryan was going to win the fight. I said it was a 50-50 fight, and the only way he was going to win was by the check left hook. I never said Ryan was going to win. I never had Ryan winning because Ryan is really chinny, especially in his fight against Luke Campbell. I knew he was chinny. I knew this guy was going to get him. He fought the worst fight of his life, and you know what's so crazy is that nobody saw what was going wrong. His corner couldn't even tell him that. Ryan was stepping to his right the whole night. You don't fight a southpaw like that." Ryan Garcia recently tweeted 3 fighters who he would like to fight next. Ryan tweeted, "3 people I want to fight next. Rollies, they just ordered him to fight someone else. Isaac Cruz, if he's willing to go to 140. Teofimo Lopez, depending on the outcome." According to Teofimo Lopez, Ryan DM'd Lopez about fighting, and he thinks that Ryan is just looking for a payday. Lopez stated, "Ryan DM'd me and everything. Bro's desperate for a payday. He DM'd me after the Josh Taylor fight. I deleted it." On that note, Teofimo seems to think that he deserves much more pay than he's been earning. He stated, "I think the only way you get Teofimo back is a 9-figure contract deal. I've made ESPN over $100 million, and I'm still getting paid $1 million a fight. While all these other fighters that haven't done a quarter of what I've done and accomplished, they're getting $8, $10, $12, $15 million. So obviously, I'm the black sheep of the industry, and they're hurting me on that end." According to Teofimo Lopez Sr., Lopez believes that black fighters are promoted more in the industry.
What I'm trying to say is, like, we didn't mean nothing about when my son said that Top Rank could stay with all their black fighters, because you know what it is? When Devin Haney came into Top Rank and all this, they're promoting him more than they're promoting my son. He feels a little type of way. You got to understand this. We're fighting the top dude, bro. And we got to get some respect for that, And he just feels some type of way, oh, they just want to promote, in his mind, the black fighters. You got Keyshawn Davis, you got Shakur Stevenson, you got Baby, you got all these fighters from Top Rank that are getting more recognition that my son is getting, and he's trying to fight the top dogs.
Teofimo had fans worried at first when he announced that he would be retiring, though. Lopez stated, "I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of things in mind for the sport of boxing, and I really can't do that if I'm always in the gym training and preparing for another upcoming fight or bout. So I'm really just focusing on that task right now." Ryan has definitely admitted that he wants Teofimo specifically, and since he's gotten his chance to fight Gervonta Davis, that means that Lopez could be next. Ryan stated, "If that fight with Gervonta Davis for some reason doesn't happen, which I don't see that happening, but if it doesn't happen, then I want to fight Teofimo Lopez at 140. Ryan definitely thinks that he has the skill set to take anyone on at 135 or 140. After Teofimo's performance over Sandor Martin, More fighters are thinking that Teofimo Lopez might be weaker than he lets on. Reggie Prograis stated, Sandor Martin, he's a left-hander. He moves a lot, slick. I feel like I'm slicker than him. I'm left-handed also, and my power is 5 times that of Sandor Martin. No disrespect to him, but I have way more power, and he dropped Teofimo, so if I hit him with those same punches, and then after that the whole world saw he questioned himself. I know that about you now. If we ever fight, I have to look at this man in his face, in his eyes. I know you're questioning yourself, so already, right there, mentally, I know you're weak, and mentally, I'm on another level, bro. Mentally, I know he's not strong. He's weak mentally, so I'll break him. I won't even have to throw a punch at you. You're gonna be broken already. Lou DiBello thinks that a rematch between Teofimo and George Kambosos is what should be next, though. Lou stated, I think it's inevitable at some point. There was a lot of passion going into that fight, and there was a lot of passion coming out of that fight. After Teofimo's last fight with Josh Taylor, other pros seem to think that Lopez has returned back to form. George Kambosos stated, I've always loved Taylor, hell of a fighter. But Teo's got the W, and it's well deserved. I'm happy for him. Maybe now he can be a man, except that styles make fights, and I well deservedly beat him with no excuses too. Congrats, Teo. It's good to see you back with another belt. Lou DiBella stated, and that's how you reclaim your star in the business of boxing. Congrats to Teofimo and his entire team. They knew who was winning this fight when everyone said otherwise. Teddy Atlas couldn't help but congratulate Lopez as well. Teddy stated, dominant, great performance by Teofimo. He had the smarter, better fight plan and was faster and more explosive. Well, now Teofimo's opened up about his plans and he pointed out that he wants Ryan Garcia next to get him out of his way. Lopez stated, my main goal for the next year is to be undisputed champion in another division and his presence is hindering me. These people like Barboza or Ryan Garcia are just getting in my way of being champion. Garcia brings nothing to the table but fans. Bob Arum definitely wants to see Teofimo take on Ryan Garcia, and apparently he's been trying to make it happen. Bob stated, yeah, I've talked to Oscar, I've talked to Eric, who are good friends, and they would like to make that fight. It depends on their relationship with Ryan, and I don't want to get into it because I don't know enough about it. But if they can truly produce Ryan, that would be a huge fight for both guys, and I would certainly be interested in it. Doing a co-promotion with Golden Boy is something we've done very often. I think if Teo is right, nobody beats him at 140. I really believe that. If Teo's distracted with personal problems, then Garcia, who really punches hard, can win by knockout. So again, when you're dealing with fighters, you don't know what you're gonna get from fight to fight with a lot of them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.